Welcome to another episode of UEN PDTV. I'm Michael Hakkarainen from the UEN PD department, and I'm here today at Joel P. Jensen Middle School with Dustin Plott. Dustin, you teach social studies to 8th and 9th graders.
That's correct, yes.
Cool. And today, thank you so much for letting us come in
Thank you.
and have the kids explore with Google Expeditions. This group of kids that come in after school, tell us a little bit about who they are and how this got started.
Well, they've been doing STEM here at Joel P. Jensen for a few years. This is my second year doing it. And typically, these kids are overachievers. They want a little extracurricular activity. They gravitate towards technology. And so a lot of them want to do either, we have a robotics program here and also a programming and coding program here. And so we alternate days, but they're welcome to come to any of them that they'd like to.
So Mr. Plott, the expeditions that we did with the VR, that was a first time for me doing that activity. Have your students done any VR work before?
Not in STEM. I know from speaking with them today, a number of them have done other VR at home or other places, but this was our first VR experience here at JPJ.
So what do you think about it? Do you think that mixed reality, AR, VR stuff, is it a gimmick, or do you see a place for it in education in the future?
Oh no, I think there's definitely a place for it. For distance education, you know, a lot of students aren't able to attend school for health reasons or other reasons. As well as education, you know, down the road, collegiate education, as we talked about, you know, having for you know, surgery or space travel, or you know, a lot of different fields. The kids are able to experience something that otherwise they never would be able to, and they pick it up at this age. They just pick it up. You know, I mean, we were briefed before on the Expeditions app and the goggles, and it still took them about 10 seconds to be ahead of us on how to use them. So no, I think there's definitely a place for it.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, this is what learning is all about, right? Exploring new places and new things. And here we can like literally take the roof off of the school and take our students and children to places they've never be able to experience physically in school. And that's really exciting.
They went to the space station today. They went under the ocean. They went to Angkor Wat. They went to the past, visited World War II. So things, you know, the applications really are limitless.
So you got some really great ideas there. Let's hear what the students have to say about the experience.
The VR I've done in the past is basically parkour things, like where you move around and that stuff. But that's my first one where I literally experience other places and going under the sea and stuff like that.
The exploring and the looking around were actually pretty fun, like looking around space and like all these other places that you could go and looking at all these certain things, like in Egypt or something like that.
I think it was fun. You know, you get to go to a lot of places, you know, you couldn't go, to explore different places, to get to know what more things look like. It could also be used in school. If you're doing something in history, you can do a VR in the place that you're learning.
People with an omnidirectional treadmill that have prosthetics, they can learn how to walk again through the use of VR.
Before we end this episode, I just want to take a couple minutes. I'm in what used to be a storage room in the media center at Joel P. Jensen Middle School, and I'm with Belinda Gambrino. Belinda came up to me at the, which conference was that?
It's a UEN conference.
Right, and we had just talked about mixed reality and said, hey, can we try this with our students? Right. And thank you so much for letting us come in. But this room is really exciting. Can you tell us a little bit about what goes on in here and how this works?
So this is so originally this was a storage room. I just took out all the old technology, and I had our kind of CTE guy make some shelving in here, and I decided to turn this into a makerspace room.
Fantastic. So what do students do when they come in? Is it guided lessons? Or?
No. I think it's really important that kids play and tinker, and so I wanted this to be a room where they just explore what they're interested in. So I have coloring in here. They can make Play-Doh. I have a deconstruction where they take apart things. I like some Christmas toys that I didn't want anymore that were really annoying. I had them take apart those.
Cool.
There's painting. They make origami. I have some challenges where they can stack cups and things like that. And we have Connects. And I did also a Donor's Choose where I got some other activities like a marble run in here. So it's really fun. Sometimes it's a really small space, but sometimes I have like 10 to 15 kids in here.
This is
doing
fantastic.
activities.
It's like a creativity incubator.
Yes,
I love
yes.
it.
And-
Thank you. So it's been a really exciting trip to the Joel P. Jensen Middle School over here in the Jordan District. I want to thank Mr. Plott and Ms. Gambrino for letting us come in and work with the students and explore some AR, VR materials, and also see this makerspace room. If you'd like to learn more about mixed reality or makerspace, UEN PD offers classes on both. You can sign up at uen.gosignmeup.com, and be sure to catch our next episodes of UEN PDTV either right here on our website, uen.org, or our YouTube channel. And we will see you next time in RR, real reality. You like that? You like the way I did that? You should put this part where I'm talking about how good that was in the ending as well.